Hello, hello, hello. It's been a very long time since I've made a video. I'm pooped. Are you tired? Ooh, it's been a long day. Beautiful though, the sun's shining. Okay. Hello, this is Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, and I'm here with an Etsy update, and I forgot to write down the sale because I just dove into this without any planning. So, today, Friday, hold on, I gotta make sure I get the dates right. Friday, the 26th of September 2025 till Sunday at midnight Pacific time. I am having a sale in my Etsy shop. Purchase 2 or more items together, in one order, and receive 20% off, and of course free shipping in the US. And so what I did was I just grabbed some stuff to share with you because my brain is like kaputski today, so as you probably have noticed, but I'll do my best, and of course I'm rusty. So I have been going through and listing bundles, bags, however you want to call it, of vintage linens. I have totes and totes and totes and totes, and we need to rearrange the shop, or the workshop where we keep all my totes of product to list. And it's much easier to move stuff around if it's lighter. So I finally dove in. So this one's at random. I don't even know how many are in here or which one it is. I just grabbed. Sorry for the crinkles, for the crinkly noise for those who don't like it. And you're welcome for those who do. All right, so this one, and some of these bundles, the linens are in better shape than others, so be sure to look at the photos and read the descriptions. Like, I don't see any, sorry for the sun here. I mean, I'm not gonna apologize. Yay for the sun. Oh, the cat's here. So this one I don't think has any holes. Hello, Olive. Are you Vanna for me? I think you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move. Yeah, you're just gonna have to move. Now she's sniffing the laptop. Okay, so like this is like almost 17 inches across. So we have that one. And then, whoop. And then that one I can't see there we go. I couldn't see what it was doing because she's in front of the computer. Okay, and then that one. And that one. So this one's a set of 3 where the first 2 are in pretty good shape. And then like that one has holes, so you could cut around and cut the lace. My kind of thought with these is if you want to use them in your home, awesome. If you want to cut them, fantastic. They're it's just totally up to you. Oh yeah, this one does have like some discoloration. I can't tell if it's discoloration or if they used the wrong. Oh, thank you, Olive. What do you think? If they used the wrong like floss. Sometimes when you look at old linens, you can tell that the light wasn't very good and they accidentally picked up like the wrong color, or they just may do like they were out of like off-white and they used white, or they used a different shade of red. Alrighty, so there's an example. A lot of them have like 5 or 6 in there, but since those were bigger. And then as you can see, these are a nice, like I tried to put like all the off-white crew kind of ones together and all the white ones together. And as I'm going through stuff, comment below. I would love some feedback. What kind of things are you looking for in the linen department that maybe you'd like me to pull out and list? I would love to know that. Or like books are heavy. I would love some feedback, like, oh, Emily, do you have any more antique books with the pretty ladies on the cover or something like that? It doesn't have to be specific, just in generality. That would be awesome. Okay, so there's that one. And then more cellophane or cello bag or whatever. I did grab this one because it's a cookbook and it's from the 30s, and then it comes with this one, which is from the 20s, or it's the other way around. Oh no, this one is from the 30s, this one's from the 20s. But for my altered book junk journal ladies, can you see how it's snowflakes? Wouldn't this be so much fun to turn into like a winter journal or December daily? And can you see that it's, oh, maybe it's this one, it's like a little bit metallic. It's super old. I mean, it's like 100 years old. And then it does have, bye Olive, It does have like these great food pictures. And if you're into scanning, if I recollect, I think this is older than 95 years old. So you can scan the images and make a digital. There's only a couple with the people. I love the ones with the people. And it's, you know, overall, it's not bad, but as you can see, it does have that, which if you're going to make it into a journal, and then you've got this great like note section with that kind of coordinates with the cover. Just a thought. It also would make a really cool, just old-timey journal, or cute, you know, in a kitchen or something. So, and then speaking of, I did grab another cookbook because I thought that the illustrations were too stinking cute. Okay, can I get it open? It's paperback. It's from the 50s, and it has the spiral. But, let's see. I should have probably bookmarked some of these. And as you can see, it's a little tired. But look at these darling illustrations. I mean, I just think, and I love the, like, the font where it looks like handwriting. I just wanted to share it with you. I just thought it was so stinking cute. And I think when this book came out, international cuisine was kind of a big deal. I mean, I remember my mom talking about how like Chinese food was exotic. I mean, it still kind of is, but you know what I mean? Like you didn't get all this like foreign food like you can get now, where you can have all kinds of infusion and, you know, try things that you maybe never would have been able to try. Anyway, I just think it's a darling book. And probably kind of special because, as I said, I don't think this was the kind of thing that was super common in the 50s, or it was just beginning to be more normalized. Of course, yeah. So anyway, I just thought it was a fun share. And then this one I left open. Woohoo! So you'll still hear a little crinkle, but I have some more to list tomorrow. I kind of ran out of steam. But I had dyed these like, I don't know, 5 months ago. And so I'm behind on my paper dyeing, but I've been going through and trying to finish like packaging and counting and getting the stuff that's done out and kind of giving myself grace. So this is a big size. And one of the things that I like about this size is they're kind of cool looking too. If you cut it in half, it makes a really interesting journal card with the, you know, with it blank on the back, so you can stamp and collage and put your digitals there. And then you've got the lines on this side. I don't know if I can show you. You can see it in the listing. Some of the red has blurred, but I think for the most part, the blue is pretty good. I mean, with a slight, you know, it's, you know, the older the index cards are, the better they dye. So if you do your own dyeing and you like to go to thrift stores or estate sales, look for the old stuff. And when I say old, it doesn't have to be that old. Like the 80s will cover it, or the 90s, you know. But this new stuff they make now is super thin, and it does not dye very well, in my opinion, if you want the lines. So I have a couple of these listed. I don't remember how many I did, sorry, like 6 packs. Oh, and there's 30 in a pack, and it is 8 by 5. So there is that. Same thing with the coffee dyeing. If you have anything, I'm trying to get myself back. I haven't dyed anything in 3 weeks except for fabric. So the dyeing table is being used as a work table to go through totes, but I probably will do that starting very soon. Now I have 2 of these listed. I think I have 1 more left that I haven't listed. They're all slightly different, but I just pulled one out because if you're looking for old music paper, this international, I think it's from the 30s, and we'll use the ruler since it's right there, and it's just over 11 inches tall for the cover. And then it doesn't really have like a lot of pictures, like that one has that, but it does, you know, it's a good book when it's got the tissue. And of course it's all yellowed. Yeah, 1934, but it's got this beautiful paper. It's a little bit yellowed. It's kind of hard to, maybe I can pull the blind down a little bit. Hold on a second. Hold on to that thought. Excuse my reach. Does that help? That helps a little. Not a lot, but anyway, I just was saying that you know, if you're looking for some sheet music to play with, and it doesn't, every once in a while someone asks me about smell, and I am a little congested, but it smells like old paper. Not like musty, been up in the attic or the basement, just like old leather and old glue and, yeah, library. It smells like a library. That's what I'm trying to think of. That's why I was like, what is that scent? You know, like when you go into when you were a kid or in high school and you go into the research part of the library, that's what it smells like. How's that for specific? And then some of you know, most of you probably know, I hit a haul on the marketplace. And when I saw the listing, I didn't know that the stamps were this good. I just was like, what the heck? And I'm slowly going through, I'm in the restock phase, and all the containers I have, all the space I have is pretty much full. I think there's a couple more I'll list that are new. So I've just been kind of going through all of her totes and trying to pick a variety, trying to get Christmas listed, because those listings are good till, you know, for 4 months, and I don't want to have them up in March or whatever. So if they don't sell, hopefully they'll sell. But they're just really nice stamps. I mean, oh my gosh, she was like, took such good care of her stuff. So I love these. So I grabbed these. I just grabbed some at random. So these are all by Hero Arts, and I like this is the kind of thing I would use in my journal, just along the edge of a page, just at the very edge. So as you're turning, you kind of see it. Also, it'd be super cute, like on tags, you know, just an ephemera. It's just so cute. And, or you could take these and just stamp them along the bottom of a page and like make a little stamped collage, like a little flower garden, because they're all like the same size and they're all similar style, which is why I put them together. And they are used. And the only reason why I know they're used is because the inside of the box has like a little bit of, like, maybe she used embossing powder or something, but otherwise you can hardly tell. This lady was immaculate. So I have those as an example. And then I also grabbed this one. My first instinct, probably because I used to do vintage and, you know, like paint furniture and all that and do markets, was crackled paint. That was the first thought I saw. And then I realized, as I was thinking about it some more, it almost is kind of like a tree bark. It's probably a little too close together, but I just thought that was a really fun background stamp. Really big. I mean, and I don't know if you can see through the bag, but as you can see, it is like clean. I don't even know if she used it. I think these are from and the thing is, the amazing thing is most of these are like 15 years old, and they are so, like, you can use them today and not have it be overly dated. And so I also grabbed this one, which it says, like, I think it says thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But as a junk journaler, I mean, this would just be awesome to use as a background. Who cares? You know, like, you don't really see that, but it would also be cute for thank you cards. I mean, and as you can see from the back, I mean, I don't know, it's a little, but can you see what I mean? It's just like beautiful condition. And then this one I love. This one I almost didn't list these. So this is the kind of thing I love to just, like, if you have kind of a plain page, stamp one of these on there, and oh my gosh, it was so elevated, especially if it's coffee dyed. It just has that, like, when you look at the old script handwriting and calligraphy and all that, oh my word, it's so cool. I absolutely love these. And this one's in a box. These three are in a box. Oh, sorry. And then, so still in the box, and then that's what they look like. But yeah, I absolutely love these. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be sharing them. And then this one's interesting. I have a couple more of these weird blocks. But I like these organic, natural, oh, you can't really see that one, but you can see it if you go to the listing. I think the listing photograph is that. But boy, you would need to keep it clean, because I mean, I'm not like the cleanest stamper, but you know, you go to use it, and so if you don't like to get your hands dirty, or you're not, I don't know, it's just something to think about, but it's so cool. I think it would be fun just having that sitting on your desk or something. And then I also, I did grab this fabric just to show you. I thought it was really cool. I'm trying to remember if I've sold any. I don't remember if I have 1 piece, 2 piece. It's these Renaissance kind of Greek inspired large angels. And I just thought, like, you know how some digital designers have really cool, like, medieval style printables or something? It just seemed like you could use this for Christmas. But it would also be cool with that kind of digital, I think. I just think it's really pretty. And it, you know, I don't know if there's, I think you kind of get the gist. And as you can see, they're a good size. It'd be cute for some larger sewing projects too, but I can't remember. And it's just like the I think I forgot to put the width on the listing, but it's just the normal width, like 42 inches, I think, something like that. You know, just like your normal what you get at the fabric store. I never know, do you count the salvage edge in that or not, you know, but then I have something kind of new. Did it a long time ago, but as I said, I'm trying to go through my stuff that I finished a long time ago. I'm not even done, guys. Oh my gosh. So this is ledger paper. I don't have enough of the 8.5 by 11 to make any packs because I haven't been thrifting and I get it at the thrift store. I do have some, so it will be a long time. But I had a lot of like the cash ledger books, so I thought it might be fun just for something different to dye pages from there. Now they are torn, so they have like kind of like the rough edges and like little bites out of them. I personally like that. I think, you know, it gives it character, especially when it's coffee dyed. So you get 20 of this size, and they're pretty close to the same, of course, since they're torn. And it's just like a random out of these. Like you can see there's some different colored pages and some have more lines than others. So they are approximately like 9.25, and the width is the real one because some of them are not as wide as others. Oh, see, I think I said it was wider than this. Let me go fix my listing. Let's see. This one came out under 7. And I think I said it was 7.25. Let me measure another one. Ooh, this is a good thing you're here. But like this one barely has any torn edges. Unless, yeah, this one barely has any torn edges. See, this one's 7.25. So there you go. Some are a little wider than others. And then I also had done these like narrow ones. Like I think they usually, no, it says cash on them. And you get 5 of these, and they're the same height, but the width is a little, just under 6. So about 6 inches, just under 6. So there's those. And did I say how many you get? 5 of the small ones and 20 of the larger ones. So 5 plus 20 is 25. I'm not completely brain dead. And then the last thing I set aside to share, I only have one. I do have more coffee dyed lace. It takes me forever because I have to sit there and figure out how I'm going to cut it up. Like, do I want to make it into 4 pieces? Do I want to leave it as 1? And I don't know why that makes me procrastinate. It's not like paper where I know I'm just going to count it and then make it into packs, you know, depending on it is. But I do have quite a bit more coffee dyed lace. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. I mean, it's not like if you say I want it and then you don't buy it, I'm going to come at you and go, you said you wanted it. I just want feedback. I'm not asking you to make a commitment. So this is a curtain panel. It's 60 inches long and just over 36 inches wide. And since it's a curtain, it does have the casing at the top, and then it has a hemmed bottom. And it's a little bit like darker. It smells good though. I put scented stuff in there. It smells really nice. So then it has this pretty flowers on there. So it's a nice big piece that you could do a lot with. And I don't know if I've ever said this on a video or not, and if I have, forgive me. When it comes to my coffee dyed stuff, it's not really heat set. So if you want to use it in a project where you think it's going to get washed, like a quilt, let's say, just go over it with a warm iron, a hot iron, and that will set the dye. If you don't do that and you put it with something that may be washed, there is a chance, it may not happen, the coffee may wash out a little bit and coffee dye everything in your project. I just don't know, I don't know where people's knowledge is on that kind of thing, but because I'm thinking crafting, we don't usually like wash our, we're not putting in things that have to be washed. We're just putting in things that have to be. And then I think I should tell people that, I'm looking at this and wouldn't this be cool? Just cut out and like kind of slow stitched on a journal cover. I don't know. I love it. Or, as a fabric flip. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day, weekend, morning, afternoon. And just as a reminder, the sale will run till Sunday. Let me double check the date. The 28th to midnight West Coast time. So if you're on the East Coast, I think that means you have till 3 a.m. if you're a early bird, late riser, whatever. So anyway, that's all. And as I said, please give me some feedback, because I've probably listed 200 items, which is so much for me in the last like 3 weeks. And I'm kind of like starting to feel like, oh, another book. Oh, more linens. And yet you need choice and you need variety. So if there's anything, that you're like, oh, I wish you would list this, I'm happy to do so. I love the feedback. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.